Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again in the TerraTech R&D of 1.0. Ooh, we got a new release, full release. As I welcome you to this episode, and as always, let's see if we can make a good one happen. And also, thanks for joining me. Let's see what happens with this. Now what I got going on here is there's a challenge for the campaign on Steam, a little achievement thing, of hitting 200 mile an hour in the game, campaign, and holding it for 5 seconds. So my goal today is to build something that can do that. But, we got to start somewhere. And as you can see, well, we're a ways off. Kind of readjust that. We're at 162 already, so it's looking pretty promising. But now I'm not going to have some little tech like this. That's not my goal. I want to make something substantial, something that'll be fast, maneuverable, and have a little bit of a punch to it. I like to have some firepower on my campaign vehicles, no matter if it's a scout or not. The scout's getting fights too, right? So we're going to build this up, and I'm going to try and use as many of these zero-point propellers, or the enclosed venture propellers, as I can, in hopes that we don't really need fuel. But I got a feeling we're going to, just to get that extra kick. And that's when it's going to get real tricky, because you got to kind of balance and everything. And because I don't really want to hug the ground too much, because I'm just going to do this in assault flats. So I figure that's going to be good for that. It's pretty much flat. I shouldn't take flight too easy. But I'm going to balance it so if it does take flight, it has a nice gradual arc to its jump. And it doesn't just slam nose down back into the ground or flip forward or like that. That's not very good either, is it? But we got to build it up. We'll get a little weight thrown around, some forces put on her. We get a lot of power to it. And we'll see that we hopefully don't do that too many more times. Going to have to fix her up, take a snapshot, and make sure I don't lose all my work that I've got so far. Put a little front weight on her. But as we're getting into this, if you got any really cool fast techs or any cool and original techs and you're interested in having a video for them, well, there's a chance. Just go down into that description, find the Saturday Showcase auditions link, and from there, post your in-game snapshots or save games, or both. And I'll make the best dang video out of it I can. And we'll share it with others, have some fun doing it, inspire each other, It's all good like that, I think. So after a wee bit of farting around and building, I kind of got up to this point. Now, I know it doesn't look like much. It kind of looks like a Kleenex box. But look at that, 205 mile an hour. So that's a good mark right there in this build. And I am looking to make it a little bigger, but most of it is going to be done in the way of making it look better, because I'm not going to drive that in my campaign. Now, here's the weird part. It actually goes a wee bit faster with less wheels. I guess it's less drag on the ground. So if you're building something speedy, keep that in mind. Let's try these out though, because I would rather these bigger wheels, and we'll get them rocking. So, we got 200. That's pretty good. Like 173 without thrust. That's not too shabby. So I figure, we had a couple more propellers. Something like that. We get kind of a wing idea going on here. Just so it looks kind of racy, maybe like a dune buggy kind of thing. Or starting to look like an RC car a little bit with that shape. Which is fine, because I like RC cars. They're cool, they're quick, and they're pretty freaking awesome too. So we're going to just kind of work away at it, get everything balanced, get bubbled up. Make sure we have at least a decent amount of battery power. At least I'm hoping. Now, I know I'm going to have to dig into that center and get something figured out. I really don't want any more bubbles than I need to, just because of the weights, and, well, I can maybe fit a rocket or another propeller or two in there. It's hard to say what I can cram into a spot, because I honestly don't remember how big the spot is that I can remove in there. I was thinking of doing that, but I really don't care for them shields. I'd rather, I think, the Havoc shield from Hawkeye. It's one bubble, probably takes more power, but it's a lot nicer. And I'm trying to keep everything kind of spread around so it is balanced, but We probably all know how that goes. It's take this out, put that in. Take this out, put that back in. Take that out, put something different in. Until you get it right. You know, the trial and error kind of stuff. Now, I wanted to have a bit of everything involved. So we got it all kind of packed in there where I think it's worth a good test. And we got a little bit of the armoring, or the skins put on it. And we're going to just kind of do a minimum shaping of it right now. And we'll just see what we get. I don't really want that other one there. We'll just go like that. That looks kind of neat, I think. Yeah, I could get into that for now. Put some lights on it, because it's always good to see where you're going when you're going 200 miles an hour. I figure that's pretty important. Now, the steering thrusters might not be enough, but we're going to try it. Just in case it goes in the air. No, didn't. Right on. It's hugging the ground nicely. Put a couple of these in here, maybe. A little back weight. Yeah, I guess we'll pop that out. We'll switch them around. It'll open up some more room for us. Ooh, bouncy. Oh, we're close. 201. Not bad, not bad. But, like I said, we still got some more stuff to put on her. We don't have a finished front. We don't have a finished top. So we're really going to have to juggle things around just right to hopefully keep it looking decent and keep it speedy. Because speed is the key. And be careful, though, because speed can kill. All forms of it. Maybe that? I don't know. It's not too bad. Cram a couple more of them in there and there. Well, still seeing the 200 mark. I'm liking that. See, I'll be happy if we just max out at 200. That'd be fine. There. Now let's go try her on the ramp. See how it handles. Oh, look at that. That's exactly the kind of jump I want to do. Too bad I couldn't call that finished right there, right? But no, I can't. But she cruises along nice. 165 without boost. I think that's pretty good. Any enemy that can keep up to me and shoot at me, well, they kind of deserve to kill me, I guess. But I think cruise missiles could probably keep up to that. Unless I can get out of their range and they blow up, because I do have that timer on them, right? So I might be alright there. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the looks of that. Get a couple weapons on here, and we'll see how that really affects what we're going to end up with. Need something to shoot at, though. There. That works out alright. We can zip around over 100. Took it out pretty quick. But half those cluster missiles were just hitting into the ground, so I'm not going to keep them there as just because I put them there. Let's try some things, like, you know, the trial and error thing. Always fiddling with something, aren't we? Keeps it interesting. You know, while we're just kind of playing around with this, you know, there's some other stuff in this channel you may be interested in, and it's all TerraTech-y stuff. Oh, there's other stuff too, but, you know, if you want to know about that, wander the channel. Find it out, because there's some good playlists out there. Not too shabby, it's a little too slow, but we can work on it. Oh, 198, that's close, but not good enough. We need 200 as a minimum. Or a minimum top speed. So I don't think you have to break 200. I think you just have to do 200. But we'll find out. And if we have to beat it, we'll just take parts off. But as far as those other things on the channel here that are TerraTech related, there's stuff like the new Tekka project. That's another link down in the description. It's got some pretty cool stuff. We're building up a world. There's a bunch of citizens already in it. You are more than welcome to join. And if you do find your way on that thread that the link takes you to, on the TerraTech official forums, I highly recommend you watch. Whoa! Nice backflip, but not what we're after. I highly recommend you read through and watch the video in the first post. Oh, look out, Wart. I let off on that, or I would have just done another flip. That's not what we're after. So we got to round it out a wee bit better. Things spread around a bit. And I've come to the conclusion I need more front weight. So we're going to add a little more push up a little higher, because we got so much force at the very bottom. We'll get this maybe about middle, and we'll put these big heavy suckers on there for weight. Now let's see what it does. Not too bad, not too bad. 191 though. Oh, a little crooked. Okay, let's line up nice. Oh, that's a nice jump. I'm liking that. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of rebalancing and a little farting around with the small things, but I think I'll just... Well, I'll be back when I got the final product to really show, and then you'll get a good idea what... Well, after a little bit of fine-tuning, rebalancing, and working around, I think I got this thing lined out pretty good. Just went with the monster wheels. I was going to try the Titan wheels, but I put it too high up. High center of gravity really screwed it. And we got a bunch of weapons on it. All venture weapons, lots of missiles. I figured they worked pretty good. So now, to find out how it really runs. So as you can see, it'll do 158 without boost and 200 exactly with boost. And it lasts for a fair bit. I was going to count there, but damn, I forgot. So I'm going to drive over, do this. This is easier. So my next concern was, how does it handle ramps? Because if it doesn't land nicely, it's not really any good. Well, didn't really want to bash into that. Well, actually, I'm going to go over one of these ones. It's a little touchy in here, but we'll get her out, get her where we want. Now, I know I've been hearing a lot about hitting that challenge, and that challenge has been bugging me for a while. And it's 200 mile an hour for 5 seconds in the campaign. Well, this one is just something I built in the R&D, but if I can get it into the campaign, it should work. But the thing is if it'll stick to the ground good enough, it'll be fine. But this one is made more for as long as it'll come back down to the ground. And it slowly does, and as you can see, it gets quite a distance for its jump. So I'm going to do that part in the salt flats. But it lands nice, so I like that. I do have some rudders on there, so you can do a little bit of steering, but it really just kind of twists it in the air. It doesn't necessarily steer it as good as I was hoping. Not in the air, anyway. But anyway, keeps it interesting. So now, let's go and actually go back here. Now I got my picture all taken. I'm going to see how it does against the enemies. We're going to go blow up some turrets. Let's start back. Actually, let's see what it does on this. Oh, it's jumpy. A little bit of gliding. So yeah, like even with all this armor or skin on it and everything, it still goes pretty good. Like to hit 200 with all that on it, that's pretty decent, I think. So now, let's see what it'll do against these turrets. See how many it gets through. Oh, actually, whoa. Let's charge up before we get there. And if you're liking her so far, you know what? Throw the like down there. It would be appreciated. If you got any comments, suggestions, you know what to do with them, right? Put them right down in that comment section. So it's always good to read from you. It helps make a good one. Okay, we're all charged up, I believe. Now, let's see what happens, Captain. I'm not going to boost through here, so I don't think we'll be able to destroy him. Oh, I think I lost something on that one. Well, we're not doing too bad so far with these little ones. I'm just going to drive through until they blow me up. Haha, zig and zag, suckers. Oh, railguns. Okay, this is the one I'm probably getting. Oh, I ran it. Oh, quick off screen, damn it. I'm surprised I'm not dead. Alright, let's see if we can take him out. Thought the camera would have stayed on that better with it targeted like that, but I guess not. See, he can't even hit me. Oh, that railgun's taking rounds out of me, though. Oh, they're getting me. Oh, it blew me to smithereens. Ouch. So yeah, cruise missiles are still pretty hard to deal with sometimes. But all in all, that's pretty damn good, I think. We'll do the 200. Now we got full fuel. Let's see how long it'll actually last. So we need at least 5 seconds. So, get out here. Get up to speed. 1,000. Oh, it's not doing 200 now. What the heck? It didn't give me my truck. It's not the same one I had. What the hell? That's the one I had. Wonder why it did that. That's weird. Alright, we're up to speed. And straighten out a bit. And 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10. About 9 seconds. That's pretty good. Maybe 10 seconds if we're really lucky. But to cruise around at 158 without any boost, that's not too shabby, if I do say so myself. And it goes right to 200 real quick. Now, just in case you didn't get a good look at all the little changes I made. Put some more thrusters under there. Moved a lot of stuff around. I took the Hawkeye thrusters out because these ones seem to be way more powerful. And I got some weight issues that arose from that, so I put some more thrusters up here, a battery, some more fuel right at the front, so it is pretty dangerous. Getting in a big fight ain't recommended with this. This is more of a scout that can do some damage. And from that, I would say it's a fairly decent vehicle. And it kind of looks cool too. Reminds me of like an RC car, except for the big yellow drills. So that's one thing I've noticed with all the ones that claim they can do 200 mile an hour plus, is they don't have any big heavy parts on them. They're all lightweight Venture. Like this has Hawkeye fuel tanks. It has the drills. It actually has a Geocore battery. It has Hawkeye battery. Hawkeye health or regen bubbles and shields. It has solar generators. And like it's got, I think, 8 fuel tanks, a Hawkeye fuel in it. So it's weighed down. It's not too light. But the weird thing I thought is like we know it'll do 200 like this, even 200. Let's just pop these off for a second. Like that, and we'll go into here. We'll put these little tiny wheels on, or we won't. There, now we'll put them on. I was really hoping to have that farther out, but oh well. Go like that, and like that. Now, with these little stubby wheels that don't look like they should be able to hold it, it's actually faster. Where I thought it would be shooting sparks out these wheels like crazy. So, but it doesn't really turn as good. But it does go. You get 2 mile an hour bonus from switching out those big wheels. Now the other thing I thought was kind of fun. Take these off. I don't know if it'll work. I had to tear a lot out to do this last time. Oh yeah, they won't fit in there now. Let's try this. See how this goes. Guaranteed to roll over. Pretty sure. I like the looks of it, but yeah, it's going to flop around like crazy. And it goes even slower. But it does that a lot. Whee! Hey! Wasn't expecting that. Oh, hit it. Oh, we broke a drill. She gonna land on her wheels? Nope. So yeah, that's one way to beat it up real quick. Now I could probably do something with it. Maybe make it more balanced, or I could take a lot of this out, lower the truck itself onto the wheels better and all that, but I really like the other one. I don't think we need to have those big wheels on it. Now, as far as the name, I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet. 200 plus was just kind of a work in progress name. But that's what I got for that one. So now I got a tech that's ready to go 200 plus miles, or 200 mile an hour for the campaign. I know I didn't build it in the campaign, but I don't think that really means it makes a difference. As long as I can get it in the campaign, it should be countable. Kind of looks like it's smiling. Now I could probably rip these off too and go even faster. Let's see. Take them off. Now let's see what she'll do. Oh, I had 204. The fastest I've had this is 205. Wanting to change to 206. I wonder, what if we just put 2 back on? I guess it's 201. So minus 1 big drill and we gain a mile an hour. That's not too bad. But I kind of like it with the 3. So I'm going to leave that on. Gives us a little more area to crash into stuff and beat them up. I thought you were safe because I wasn't looking at you. Not you, target. Yeah, let's get all of it on it. Oh, just ripping it apart. So I've had a pretty good day of building so far. It's taken me a little while. I don't think we'll be able to take this out anytime soon. Maybe if we get the drills in at it. I run into... Oh, I broke a drill already? You get back on there. Oh. You stay on there, dang it. Oh, we're just chewing her up. I don't think we need the boost. Not going to hurt it too much. See if we can get some right in the hole we need. Oh, we knocked bubbles down. Oh, I'm liking that. And like I said before, if you're liking what you're seeing, throw the like down there. All that good stuff, you know, bring your awesome. Because it is appreciated. Makes my day an even better one. It makes a good one. And hopefully we can all have a good one together. Get some good stuff happening, captains. But yeah, it's going to take a while to knock this thing down. Oh, the official stream. Ooh. Pretty early. Oh, we lost the bubbles. Good thing this thing can't attack us back. We'll just chew them up a little by little. While we're doing this, you know, maybe I should mention some other things that I think are pretty cool. You know, stuff like the Server Showcase. Your cool and original techs could have a video of their very own. All you gotta do is hit the link down in the description, follow it through, post in-game snapshots or save games. Ooh, I lost a bunch of drills. And from there, I'll make the best dang video out of my can. Or you could always check in on the new Tekka project, where we're making a community-built world. Well, trying anyway. And from there, I'd recommend, after hitting the link in the description, that you read through and watch the video in the first post. Got a lot of good stuff in there. Character building ideas and suggestions and things you might want to consider. But for the most part, if you want to stay up to date with what we got going on here, just subscribe, ding that bell, and that way you'll be notified when we do have something new you might enjoy. But other than that, you know, if you like multiplayer, we get up to some of that just about every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you'd like to join in, just find me in the lobby and join in. It's that easy. But as for now, I think that's about the end of that. I don't know if we're going to get this to blow up. It seems like it's keeping itself alive pretty good, even though we have put quite a hurting on it. We can check out all the insides. Take that out. Get all these loose blocks out of here, then we got to be hitting the stuff we're after. Nice if it'd shoot where I want, but Well, we're gonna get it. Oh yeah. Come on, you can do it. Okay. It's gonna take a while. But until that next time, just keep being that awesome. Keep having a good one. Bye.